Welcome to a Rail Roundup. Coming up, local MP Lorraine Beavers continues to bang the drum to get a rail link back to Fleetwood. East Lancashire Preservation calls for volunteers to restore a Class 504. Virgin is on track to launch a rival train service through the Channel Tunnel. GBRS Class99 has been given the green light by the ORR, and in doing so will work in partnership with Belmond. Wazzicks on the railway, the world never cease to wonder where these come from or what rock they climb out of. £13.5 million worth of government investment to transform Carlisle railway station, and a little bit of news on two very special Class 37s. I take my little Henry to Preston station to see what the fuss is about, with two 47s on the Statesman. Also coming up, we have Simon updates, Where's Phil, special spotters, and let's find out who's also won photo of the show. Local MP Lorraine Beavers continues to bang the drum to get that rail link back to Fleetwood. In May 2021, a Fleetwood railway line reopening feasibility study was completed off the back of many campaigners wanting to return to rail for the town since the 70s. Many Prime Ministers have come and gone, but the light still shines in the room of the PWRS, the community and this local MP.
This is a rail line that you want reopening. I want it reopening. We need this reopened. But Lancashire County Council, when they passed the plans for the incinerator earlier on this year, that incinerator builds a road right across our rail line. We don't want the incinerator, we want our trains back. And the only way we do that is by making sure that they support our community and stop that incinerator being built.
East Lancashire Preservation are calling for volunteers to restore a Class 504 electric unit. Now, this unique vehicle, once running on the Bury to Manchester line, has had restoration work stalled due to a loss of volunteers and its storage location on the East Lancs Railway. The railway welcomes news that volunteers with all levels of experience are welcome, and the society aims to first cosmetically restore the unit and potentially put it back on public display. Eventually, they hope to return it to full running order. This restoration project focuses on the last remaining two-car EMUs, comprised of a power car and the trailer car. The Class 504 is an important piece of local heritage for Bury. Preserving the last remaining unit ensures this piece of railway history is not lost. You can get in touch with Simon Thomas. His email is in the description area down below. Exciting days ahead for Virgin Trains as they've received the news that Virgin has been given the green light to launch a rival international train service through the Channel Tunnel thanks to a decision made by the Office and Railroad. The regulator confirmed Virgin can move ahead with plans to use the Temple Meads International Rail Depot in East London. This is a crucial step that puts us back on track, they say, to introduce competition through the Channel Tunnel. The ambition is to connect London, St Pancras International with Paris, Brussels and Amsterdam by 2030, with plans to expand even further across Europe, and that is the Virgin Way. GB Railfreight Class99 has been given the green light by the Office of Rail and Road, and in doing so have revealed its partnership with Belmond to operate the Britannic Explorer, a new luxury sleeper train that will travel across England and Wales. This service will offer 3-day journeys from London to destinations such as Wales, Cornwall and the Lake District, with plans for a fourth itinerary to be introduced in 2026. In line with Belmond's subsidiary goals, both the Britannic Explorer and the Royal Scotsman will transition to bi-mode Class 99 locomotives by 2027. These locomotives can run on electricity or diesel, allowing for seamless transactions across the network without stopping. They can reach speeds up to 75 miles an hour and have powerful starting traction effort, making them ideal for hauling heavier, longer trains. The Britannic Explorer features 18 elegant design cabins, including 3 grand suites equipped with double beds, personal butler service and ensuite bathrooms. Railfreight have been collaborating with Belmond since 2015, previously operating the Royal Scotsman. Britannic Explorer is scheduled for summer of 2025, with further details available on their website. Obviously, 'tis the season to be a wazzock on the railway, as a driver had to apologise for the delay to somebody who was riding a motorcycle along the railway line ahead of them. And Angmering Village had two very nice little characters who decided to throw objects and obstacles at a train while it was crossing the railway. But the thing that's different about this is they're very brazen. and decided to give lovely gestures to the passengers and to the staff while they were waiting for the British Transport Police or the authorities to come along. There seems to have been a little bit of disrespectful air going around the railways recently, with more instances occurring on the railway, and as usual the police always say that if you see anything suspicious you must report it in the official way. Obviously the southern passengers got over this incident once the bike had been removed away from the train. Passengers using Carlisle station, very nice if I may say so, will benefit £30.5 million government investment to transform the historic station into a modern transport hub that's easier to use and better connect to the city. This major upgrade will create a modern accessible gateway to the city, better parking, easy navigation, restored heritage features, which is very important. The fund for the Department of Transport will support Carlisle Station Gateway project and a partnership between Network Rail and Cumberland Council. You will see a new pub opening, a restored first-class waiting room platform 4. Work begins to improve public space to the south of the station. There will be pedestrian-friendly reconfigurations of the north entrance, completion of the pedestrianised station entrance to the north, and relocated car parking to the south. And in 2027, new lifts, staircase, and a southern entrance to make the station fully accessible. Right, something for the 37 fans. The Class 37 locomotive group are very happy because 37003 or D6703 is home. They're so pleased that it's arrived home safely at Durham in one particular morning. The locomotive will now undergo further work, so they said please keep an update on any sort of progress on this locomotive. They want a huge thank you sending out to S.A. Smith for moving 003. Their support is greatly appreciated. And another 37 on the Facebook page, Class 37, Alan Hurst posted this, 37611, looking clean with her new coat at the RTC. Rumour has it this may be belonged to the hands of Europhoenix. Some people aren't happy with the light clusters. What do you think? Let me know in the comment area down below.
You join me on 802.217 just on the run up to Edinburgh Waverley. I'm on shots between Edinburgh and Carlisle today, and then a trip back up to Glasgow later on this evening. Biggest news really up this way is all to do with Lumo, really, I suppose. They're cracking on with route learning between Edinburgh and Glasgow Queen Street, because I do believe that as the timetable change, they are going to start running services from Glasgow Queen Street down towards King's Cross, which is quite a big achievement for them, really, I suppose. They've been route learning with the two HST power cars for quite a while now, and I see a clip of the first 803 set of theirs running into Queen Street the other week. So I actually saw that. I was running into Edinburgh Waverley to pick up the service, I believe I was on the Berwick's, and I saw that Lumo 803 leaving Edinburgh Waverley on its way over to Queen Street, so huge congratulations to them for that. Also, I caught a clip, I don't know, it might be, it's definitely on your railway community if you want to check it out. I caught their Class 222 on training runs. It actually was running through Carlisle when I saw it. I see it on a regular basis, to be fair, really coming down the west coast. I saw it, I've seen it at Belmond a few times, and I've seen it out and about on the west coast quite a lot now, so it's nice to see that they're actually cracking on with this Stirling service. They're only running as far between Belmond and Preston at the moment, but it'd be nice to see them when they actually run it a bit further afield now, especially up to Stirling and then into London Euston as well. Make something nice bit of variety with an ex-Meridian running down that far into the capital again, so good to see. It's nice to see that EMR are cracking on with the Class 810s now. There've been a few more press releases regarding the interiors, and it's like I've been waiting to see what they look like. I would like very much to head down to Nottingham or Sheffield even, and get a bit of a trip out on one of those at some point. That'd be quite fun. The new timetable kicks in a couple of weeks' time. As I was stating before with TP, we're going to be running 8 services now between Edinburgh and Newcastle, so that now negates the need for the Berwick services, so they will no longer exist as of the 14th of December. I worked my last Berwick trip last week, Not that I won't be stopping in Berwick, but we won't be doing the Berwick to Edinburgh shuttles anymore. So I know a lot of people like them. I mean, they're okay, but yeah, I think it'd be more meaningful to do a bit of a longer trip down to Newcastle and back. That'll be more fun. But there we go. So that's it. There's not really much more to tell you. So keep an eye out. We'll keep a close eye on your railway community for bits and pieces coming up, and obviously a lot more's going to be coming up. A lot more charter, I think, services and things like that coming up with the festive season around the corner. So keep an eye out for that. And as always, stay safe, guys, and I'll catch you next one. Ciao for now.
I love the smell of a pine tree, which is really impressive considering the fact that this is fake anyway. But what isn't fake is my new calendar. Yes, for 2026, the Nodrog railway calendar is now out. I know I missed it last year. Did I do it the year before? I'm sure I did, 23, 24. But 26 is definitely on the ball now. It's available to buy on my website, nodrog.uk. Also, as well, there's loads of merch on there, brand new merch, railway orientated, and of course, the Explore More and the Ghost TV and the weather fans and everything else that goes with it. So please, 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 please help yourself. Go and visit, link in the description area down below, and get yourself a Nodrog calendar. And I'll be out next year taking photographs, furthermore, for another calendar because the years go so fast. Thank you very much. Don't think tinsel smells, does it? Yes, thank you, Robert Fogg, for your special spotters connection there for the Your Turn. Fantastic video, all good videos as well. Thank you very much for contributing them. As usual, put them in the Your Railway community Facebook page and I will cherry pick them from there. But as regards to Statesman, I went to Preston on its return journey back to Ulverston and took my little Henry with me to show him what real diesel muscle is like. Yes, that's right, at Preston Station for the Statesman, a pair of 47s, like I said. I mentioned it last week in the Rail Round, didn't I? And I said I'd pop down to Preston Station, see if I can get a photograph. A decent photo. I've been doing some more photography than video recently, although I have got a video camera set up as well, and I've brought the bobbins with me.
Hi guys.
So we're just waiting a couple of minutes. Someone's very excited for this beautiful diesel service to come through.
The 47s. So basically, I saw him turn on his light and he waved at me and then he turned it back off because he knew that I wanted the horns and he knew that I was a, train fan. So he was like, horns for me too.
Do you think he put the light on so he saw you, he could see you wave?
Yeah.
And he opened up a little bit, didn't he? There was a bit of black smoke coming out the top of that, wasn't there?
I think he did that on purpose, to be honest. So that was ace.
You enjoyed that?
Yeah. The first 47 I've ever saw.
Is it really in real life?
Yeah, in real life.
Oh, that's ace. Brilliant. Well, there you go. Preston Station, pair of 47s. It was a great sight to see. Those machines are just as good as any other, be it a 56, a 37, a 30, whatever. It's just British heritage to a T and still run on the rail today. And thank you to the driver who gave Henry a fuss.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll leave you with this northern set. 323, going to the fresh air and fun of Blackpool. Yes, Henry was very, very happy, and thank you again to that driver who did that for Henry. It makes all difference to anybody who loves the industry, the trains and whatnot, that when you get a bit of a fuss from the rails, it works a treat. That was the only thing I did in the week. The last HST, I spoke about it, didn't I, last time? Test train, measurement train is the real name for Network Rail, but operated by Colas. Came into Blackpool, does a jaunt all the way around the northwest to Blackpool South and then into Blackpool North, where it sets off later on. So I decided to nip to Solwick to try my arm in a little bit more photography and to get some good shots of this HST scooting along the tracks as it's leaving away from Blackpool towards Preston. Normally I film trains and stock. Well, this time he decided I'm going to take some pictures. Very rare I do that. So I thought I'd practice first with a northern set. Now it's for the real one. It's for the HST, which is about 2 minutes behind it. That was pretty cool. I got some tones as well, and I've got some pictures and some footage. So I managed to get the Trinity, I suppose you can call it, of doing a little bit of rail photography. Let's put a smile on my face. This week's special spotters, we're going to have the Rochester Dickensian Christmas Express. This is the steam hauled special. Eddystone is your locomotive 34028, and the tour promoter is the Railway Touring Company. It boards at Newbury, Reading, Maidenhead, Slough and West Brompton on its way to Rochester. Rail Advent have the times on their website, so if you want to get some content of this beautiful locomotive at this time of the year, Eddystone 34028, go to Rail Advent, check out the route and timings to get yourself into position safely, and make sure you share it all with us on the Your Railway community. There you go. That's all done and dusted. We're all suited and booted now for another edition of the Rail Roundups. Please like and subscribe and share to your delight. And until next time, it's bye for me. Ta-ra. Go just...